Hello everybody, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the doubles format, 2v2s, and I thought this would be an interesting topic to hit up because not a lot of people actually pay attention to doubles format. Now, is it necessary? Not really, but if you'd like to learn, I'll give you guys such a few tips so it'd make you guys have a better job or, learn how to do better in doubles format. So, let's get started with the first one, shall we? I mean, this is a pretty easy first guess on what you need is you need someone who is capable of helping you in the best way possible. Now, let's be honest, if this was not what we had in Smash Ultimate, would this really be fun? Like, look at all the chaos. As you can hurt your teammate, you can learn combos with your teammates. It's basically man to yourself until you finally understand the true meaning behind all this chaos. Now, the first step is to try to control exactly everything you are hitting and try not to attack every 5 seconds or you'll end up like the people over here just absolutely swinging swords, just not having a great time. Literally just flinging swords, flinging items, nothing too special about this match, right? The goal is to be helpful and to try to win, right? So the goal is to probably try to learn some secret combo stuff, which unfortunately, depending on your characters, I don't exactly have a combo for every character, for any character at all. So we're not really going to get into what kind of combos you could use, but I'm pretty sure you could look at perfect examples of doubles combos that work all the time. Honestly, it just seems so nice to be able to have a combo or a mechanic like this where you can have two in one, and just relax and not feel the need to exactly just go full out on one person when you can have a teammate. It actually doesn't give you as much stress as people may think. So, yeah, basically find a teammate that you can trust and one that you don't think will kill you every 5 seconds. That's the main point. Let's move on now, shall we? The second part is pretty simple, just find some combos that work. Now, like I said, I don't have exactly a big say on what kind of combos you can land, but I'm pretty sure I can help you out with something. Alright, so basically what I mean by learn some combos is I mean go out there, make something work, and do it for the best. Because once you do it the first time, it's going to feel great, you're going to want to do it again, then you're going to want to learn it, and then you're going to have to figure out what percentages it works on every character. It's a lot of basic math, honestly, for most of these characters, percentage-wise. So, the trick is to just figure out when combos start, how to end them, and honestly, yeah, that's pretty much about it. I don't really know what else to exactly put. Like, just learn basic team combos. Anything is small, even as, like, those Ness, infinite combos, you know what? That's all you really need. Honestly. If that's your basic combo, that's your basic combo. Just find a way to land it perfectly, and you're all good, right? Yeah, I guess that covers all of that, huh? Well, I really didn't write anything down for all of this, so don't expect this to be too good, but I'm trying, guys, I'm trying. Anyways, let's just move on to the third thing. I think this one's pretty explanatory, like, if your shield was to break or anything like that, you need to defend your partner, right? You don't want him to just die. Also, another part of this would be if a stock was to be lost during this time period, it's not very fun losing a stock. And I understand that when you lose all your stocks and your friend has an extra one, they have an extra life. Now, I wouldn't ask if you could hop back in. I would assume they would need help. Now, the only reason for anyone to say don't hop in would be if it's a 2 versus 2 stock and they're about to die. Or another situation would pretty much be if basically they can pretty much take care of it on their own, and they know they can. But besides that, let your partner take your stock. It's pretty simple. It's a part of being defensive, and it's a very good way to save your game. Now, if we just go right here, you see this Jigglypuff? Well, bad example here, but he had saved me out of shield, and which could have been really bad there. I was actually shield broken for a good half a second, and that Jigglypuff had actually pretty much saved me like twice. And at the end, you're going to see probably most of what had actually happened during this. but honestly, it ended up being very good. It was a very defensive puff. I know these are all CPUs, and you guys are probably laughing at me for using these in the video, but I was rather gonna actually make this on my own than just use some random people I don't know's 2v2s to make this fine of a video. Beautiful. Whew. Now, honestly, yeah, honestly, I'm pretty sure that just covers it. I'll probably show you guys this in another video if you guys really are curious about it, but I don't think anyone really is, so let's just move on to the fourth thing on what to expect. Alright guys, so this one is basically a part of just studying your opponents and trying to figure out who exactly they are and how they play, because that is a actual huge factor when it comes to being in the game. You gotta figure out what their game style is, if it's a campy one or if it's like a normal, just basic stuff, Basically, oh, he's going low, or oh, he's going high, or, anything in between that zone. So, let's just get into this topic now. So basically, the point here is you just need to study what your opponent is capable of. If they're campy, or if they're gonna go full in and just absolutely rush you down. Maybe like a Little Mac. A Little Mac isn't just gonna sit there and go, oh, let me just spam my projectiles. For one, he doesn't have projectiles. Now, Sonic, on the other hand, he has projectiles. He throws himself around all the time, daily. I'll say that to any Sonic player any day of the week. But like a character like Little Mac, a character like a Sword Boy, Sword Boys are actually usually very good for this kind of mode, especially for studying, because if you have like a zoner, Swordies are usually really good at getting close, and if they don't get close, I mean, they're getting somewhere, right? So the goal, I would have to say, is probably to just at least study your opponents, make sure you know exactly what they're doing. Now, you can't be like an absolute hacker in your head and know everything they're doing, unless you're main Shulk. If you main Shulk, good for you, man, because that's a very hard character to learn. And, to be honest with you, if you can figure out, just by watching someone's movements, how well they play, I don't think you'll have any problems in doubles whatsoever, because it's one of the biggest keys into actually being a successful 2v2 player. Now, I do think it's also interesting because you gotta be careful not to overstudy. And yes, that is possible in this kind of game, to overstudy. Overstudying is basically when you study a person so much that you think they're gonna do it over and over and over again because they do it. Because you gotta think of one factor. You gotta think of the fact, ooh, this person might do a mix-up. This person might not do a mix-up. You gotta pretty much you have a big brain when you play this game. Everyone does. It's very hard to tell sometimes, but I promise you it's there. And these kind of games just go through a factor of, are you going this way? Are you going to go this way? Is it going to be a mix-up? No. Oh, he just does the same thing over and over again, so he's probably going to do that. Hey, but you never know. You don't know what someone's thinking in their head. So you just kind of have to guess. And if you can go and guess through that, I mean, that's just a beautiful, beautiful way to, like, mess somebody up. Alright, I think that about does it for the fourth one. Let's get to our final topic, shall we? Alright guys, and the last one is very simple. Punish them. Show them what they've done to you, and do it back. Punish them. Don't let them live. Let them die. Let them fall in the void. Don't let them stay alive. I mean, just show them who the real winner here is. Because obviously it won't be them after you're done watching this video. Well guys, like I was saying before, it's a very interesting concept, and the best way to mess someone up is to punish them for doing dumb things, right? So like for instance, like I said earlier, if you're a sword boy, because sword boys are amazing in these kind of scenarios, you have a huge sword, use it to your advantage, swipe everyone in the face, and let someone throw, like, maybe let King K. Rool throw someone into your big sword, Get some cool combos in, punish them. Let them feel the pain that you've got after fighting them. You can't leave a game unfinished, right? You gotta try. And you know what? As long as you try, and don't be like Ike and die like that, I mean, you're good, right? And also, punish them. Again, don't be like Ike. He can't punish. Well, at least my Ike can't punish. But that's not a part of the deal here, okay? In order to punish someone, you need to watch what people do. This is partially a part of 4, I would have to say, is punish their movements, study how they work, see the way they roll, mess them up a little bit. I know some characters have different mechanics that can mess you up a lot because a lot of people don't know how some mechanics work still. But hey, that's life at this point, guys. And that is how Smash Bros will be for the rest of the whole game that this will last. So, all we can say is let's make it count, right? Wow. Yeah, that was a brutal Ike punish right there. Be like that team, guys. Be like Alex and Mithra. Absolutely destroy. And don't let them live. I mean, after that, I would say it's pretty simple. All you gotta do after that is win. After you find your teammate, you study your opponents, you're able to make some punishes, make some combos. The last thing you gotta do is win, guys. That's all it takes. And once you win, it feels great, don't it? Now, this is where the question comes in. Is learning the double format necessary? Well, not really. I mean, it's a really good thing to learn in general because it teaches you control and when to hit your opponent and when not to. And honestly, it does actually help because it actually can teach you how to be more of a passive fighter. A lot of people ask all the time, or they say that they struggle with being a passive fighter because all they want to do is rush in and they feel like that's their only option. Now, I can understand that different matchups are more passive needed or more aggressive, but believe it or not, most of the matchups that people say they need to be aggressive against, they're wrong. You need to play more passive, and learning in doubles, even with CPUs, is completely fine. Let's just think about some of these best players in the world who are passive players. It's not a lot, but the ones who are shine like a shooting star. Let me tell you, it is a very, very unique thing to learn. And once you learn it, you should never get rid of it. Now, if you need to switch from aggressive to passive, always. That ain't an issue. Go for it. Go for whatever you need to do. But I would always say, keep some sort of passive within you. It's for the best of us all. I promise. Now, tell me your answer in the comments below. Do you think double format is actually necessary? To me, I think it helps. It might not be necessary, but it really does help. So, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!